All right, everybody, what's up? Again, we're back with another former Athlete Society accountability call. And listen, I don't know who's going to be showing up to these things live. I got the blueprint recording over on the right side. I got our YouTube live that's going. Maybe a few of you are here, but otherwise, here's the deal. I'm recording this because I want you to have the raw, unfiltered conversation no matter what, no matter how you're joining us. So if it's just me and this camera, then hey, cool. Guess what? We're still going to get into 5 straight topics that should deliver a lot of value for you and your performance and your day and your optimization, right? None of the fluff that you might see on other YouTube channels, none of the hacks, none of the gimmicks. I'm just going to give you real talk from a strength coach that's been doing this for nearly 20 years. So, here's what we're going to cover today. Tools that actually make your health and fitness a little easier, motivation that doesn't sound like some cheap Instagram quote, some hacks for productivity, and real world tactical strategies that you can actually apply for better recovery. We'll probably finish with some sort of strength and conditioning topic, and most of that is all sort of curated around the experience of a former athlete. So I think we just get rolling. But first, if you're new to our YouTube channel and what you're watching right here, again, guys, my name's Adam Ringler. I've been a strength coach for nearly 20 years. I've worked at the P4 level, Division One, all of my professional career, and I'm trying to take these tools and give them to you so that you can live a better life. You can optimize your performance. You can optimize your recovery and your output in the gym or on the playing field. So let's just jump right into topic number 1 that I want to talk about today. You know what nobody tells you about staying consistent? The wrong containers can wreck your nutrition. All right, Adam, what the hell do you mean here? I've been coaching athletes for years, elite athletes, college athletes, professional athletes, all levels, and you can name it, right? And I've seen the same thing trip people up over and over again. And listen, I'm guilty of it myself. It's not the big dramatic stuff like failing to meal prep or failing a warm up or failing right having the right workout program. It's normally very simple stuff. It's things like uh, it's not right. It's not the things that you think of. It's not should I have this perfect macro split. It's not should I be doing 5 sets of 4 or 4 sets of 5 of this type of training split, upper lower full body. No, it's not. It's something way more simple. It's their tools. So let me explain. Consistency is everything. It's everything. And the number one place that consistency falls apart, it's meal prepping. Now, you probably already know this, right? If you cook ahead of time, like your boy does, like I do, right? I have to meal prep. I'm eating a lot of protein and I'm eating somewhat very low calories at this point in this tail end of this cut. Cooking ahead of time saves you stress, saves you money, but helps you stay on track with your macros and your meal plan. But here's the part that most people never think about, or at least it's a secondary thought, if at best, it certainly is. If your containers suck, your meal prep sucks. And I mean that quite literally. If your containers don't stack right, or if they leak, or if the lids don't sandwich on top of them, if they crack after a few washes, you won't use them. And the second you stop using them, your food prep gets somewhat messy. And then suddenly you're back to sort of all the bad habits that you probably had, right? Drive through, going out to Whole Foods, picking up a $45 meal that should have cost you 15, right? It's just falls apart this quickly. That's why I literally have 10 new Rubbermaid Brilliance 2 compartment containers sitting in my Amazon cart right now. I've already bought another 10. The 2 compartments of the Rubbermaid ones, one side for protein, one side for carbs, chicken breast on one side, rice on the other, right? You could have ground beef and potatoes on it, salmon, right? You get the idea. Simple combos, never soggy, right? The proteins never mesh into the carbohydrates. It makes a difference. And when you pop that lid open after a long day and your meal is fresh, it's intact, it's organized, you're more likely to eat it. You're more likely to stay on track with your macros. And you know what? This isn't even about the container, it's about maybe the psychology of simply removing friction. If it's hard, you won't do it if meal prepping is hard, right? If it's easy though, you'll do it again and again and again. And that's what meal prepping is about. It's about being true to your plan for training, for sleep, for hydration, all of it. You need to stack your environment with the right tools. And suddenly, you're not just fighting uphill battles every day. You're doing the right things necessary for your performance and for your body. right? So, um, get yourself some good quality containers. You can find them on Amazon, right? .com. It's super easy. Bento boxes, things like that will go a long way with your meal prep. Now, listen, if you've joined us this far, there's a couple things I need you to do. Number one, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel and what we're building here, and then hit the notification bell. You guys got to understand doing all three of those things helps the algorithm. Like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so you get first access to when we're dropping videos, because quite frankly, we're dropping videos all the time. I want you to get first dibs and notification when we do. So let's move on. Topic number 2. No one is coming to save you, and why that's actually the best news for you. Now, I posted this the other day and it hit harder than expected. I got so many DMs from it. I got people resharing it, remessaging me about it, and I want to end up making sure that I talk about it a little bit. Nobody is coming to save you, right? And that's it. There's no superhero dropping in with their flying cape. There's no coach who's going to do it for you. Not me, not your old strength coach, not your old teammates. Nobody is doing it for you. And honestly, that should feel liberating because it means you don't have to wait for anybody. You don't have to keep wishing for external motivation. You don't have to keep thinking, if only my life situations and circumstances were different. You just have to get sick of your own excuses. And when you do, that will be the accelerant that chases and pushes you and motivates you towards your goals, right? So think back to when you were an athlete. Every team has that one moment during the season where something shifts, right? It clicks. Maybe it was a brutal conditioning session. Maybe it was after a tough loss. Maybe it was a locker room chat where finally everybody said, enough is enough. That moment was always the turning point. And it wasn't because the situation magically changed. No, it was because you changed. You got sick of the current situation. And that's the same thing here. If you're tired of how you feel in your body, tired of how you eat, tired of how inconsistent your gym sessions are, if you're tired of making the same promises only to watch yourself break them time and time again, right? The best news is you can change it. And you can change it right now. You don't have to wait for anybody. Not when your schedule clears up magically someday or never, right? Right now. Now, let me tell you, when you take ownership like that, when you realize that you are your own rescuer, it's powerful. You move differently. You train differently. You eat differently, right? You start stacking wins. And once that momentum starts rolling, it's almost impossible to stop, right? I love that piece of advice. And it really sort of resonated on Twitter or X or whatever and Instagram. So I appreciate the shares. If you're watching this and you're part of the blueprint right now on the secondary screen over here to my right, thank you. Go find the post. Maybe I'll drop it into the chat right afterwards so you guys get access to it. But let's move on. I got topic number 3 that we want to tackle on this accountability call, right? And I think this one's going to resonate because I really, really like this one. What if I told you that toilet time can make you more productive? Would you think I'm crazy? No, I'm serious. We all have dead time in our day, whether it's the commute, whether it's waiting for Connexon data to sync, whether you're walking on the treadmill, you're sitting in the passenger seat while your partner drives, if you're at the doctor's office, even standing in line in the coffee shop. Most people treat these moments as throwaway moments, right? They scroll Instagram, they mindlessly maybe live Instagram like I am right now, right? Whatever it might be. But if you're deliberate, those moments can actually be gold. And here's what I mean. I typically, and you guys know this, if you listen to the Decoding Excellence show, my podcast, right? I just did a cardio talk today. I'll talk about it right here in a moment. Or a zone 1 walking pace. It's low intensity cardio. It's steady enough that I can talk and hold conversation pace. If you've listened, you probably hear me breathe behind all of my incline hills that I do, right? It's heart health plus content creation. Now, when I'm on the bus and I'm heading into work, I don't scroll. I try to design graphics. And that's 20 minutes of graphic design work that doesn't eat into my actual real workday. When I'm riding back home with my wife or if I'm back on the bus, yeah, sure. I schedule social media posts from the passenger seat or from the bus seat. When I'm waiting for Connexon data to sync at home or elsewhere, that's where I answer coaching questions or do client follow throughs. These are all small cracks in my day that I absolutely refuse to hate. I, I don't waste them. I never waste those moments. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should eliminate all your downtime completely. We need rest. We need things to mentally recover and rest too. But what I'm saying is this. Most people aren't short on time. They're short on intentionality. And if you just look at your day and say, where am I wasting 10 minutes of time right now? You'll suddenly find hours that you didn't even know that you had. We're all guilty of this, right? And so, yeah, even your toilet time. If you've got 2 or 3 minutes or 5 or 10 or 20, I don't know, right? Why not read a page of a book? Why not shoot off the text message that you've been putting off? Why not listen to a clip of an audiobook that you've been wanting to do? And you multiply that by 365 days, and suddenly you banked hours of progress that you didn't even notice, or maybe even worse, that you probably wasted. Now, if you've joined me this far, and some of you guys are over here on the screen watching live right now, thank you for watching live on the Blueprint, right? This is the way that you can find me. It's right here. It's at Adam Ringler. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on TikTok. I'm on everything, YouTube as well. And if you're watching this on YouTube, right, and you haven't yet gave me a follow on Instagram, what are we doing? Right, go over to Instagram right now. Make sure you follow the handle right there on the lower side of the screen. Give me a like, give me a follow, DM me and be like, hey, coach, I'm really liking the YouTube series that you've been putting out. But also, if you have yet to follow and like and subscribe over here on YouTube, come on, guys. Look at our numbers right now. Look at our numbers. We need to get these numbers a little bit higher. Likes, subscriptions, comments, all of that. I need that from the Blueprint. I need that from you guys that are watching this right now. Okay. Let's move on to our next topic because we got a great one here. And I use this, it's super practical, it's super real world tactical stuff. If you want the best sleep of your life, you need to block out every single beam of light. Now, sleep is the hidden performance enhancer that nobody ever takes seriously until they hit rock bottom. And it's one of the sneakiest killers of good sleep. You want to know what it is? It's ambient light. You know what I'm talking about? That glow from your alarm clock, that street light that creeps through the blinds, right? The hotel hallway that somehow bleeds under the door. Yeah, we've all been there, especially if you travel on the road with basketball teams, right? Even the LED from your TV or your router, your brain registers all of that light. And when your brain registers that light, even faintly, it compromises that melatonin release. And that means that you have shallower sleep, more waking up, less recovery. Now, listen, I'm not bougie about a lot of different stuff, but sleep is the one area where I'll spend money every single time. Now, I use the Manta sleep mask, right? I'm not affiliated with it. I get no kickback. I got two of them. I got the regular Manta sleep mask and I got the Bluetooth sound version. And I love the Bluetooth one, let me tell you. Both are soft, they're ridiculously comfortable, and most importantly, they let in zero light, none, zero. Like I am completely blinded when I put this sleep mask on, right? I've handed them out to our student athletes who travel a lot. They give them back to me at the end of the season. And every single one of them that has used this Manta sleep mask has come back saying it's a game changer. Went out and bought their own. Now, I don't care if you're a side sleeper, a back sleeper. I'm both, right? I really sleep on my side most of the time. But as somebody who tosses around all night, when you put that mask on, I'm telling you, it disappears from your face. You don't even notice it. And the payoff is massive. You fall asleep faster, right? You sleep longer. You wake up actually feeling like your body did the repair work that it was supposed to overnight. I'm a huge fan of using the sleep mask. I have it. I don't have my phone on me in my Bevel app as a behavior that I track every single time. Did I wear my blue light blocking glasses, right? Did I have my device or phone in bed? And did I wear my eye mask? Those are the three things I track every single night. Now, listen, you can hack your supplements all you want. You can take magnesium, ZMA, GABA, right? All of this stuff. But if you're letting light mess with your circadian rhythm, you're leaving recovery on the table. It is a sleep mask. A simple sleep mask can fix this. Now, lastly, as we go through this, a lot of you have asked both in the Blueprint Instagram where we record these live and here, how do I follow what you're doing, what you're building at the Former Athlete Society? It's easy, guys. It's right there on the screen. AdamRingler.com is the place to be, to sign up, to join us for the Forever Free, the Blueprint. You can join us for the next level tier up called the Master Plan. And then ultimately, you can join us over at the Former Athlete Society. So check it out. Once again, super easy. You can find it right here. Bam, AdamRingler.com. That's the place where you find all of this content, articles, sports science, decoding excellence show, monthly musings, newsletters, etc. Now, last tip of the day, and then we're going to get you off, moving on for the rest of your day. Most lifters don't know what failure actually feels like. And that's the problem. So here's the thing, right? And we know this. A lot of you former athletes that are trying to get back into the gym, right? I see you guys. It's awesome. I love it. And that's what we want. But I've noticed something. Most of you aren't training anywhere near failure. You think you are, but you're not, right? Now, why does this matter? Because if you've never actually felt what true failure feels like, when the bar speeds grind to a halt, your muscles literally refusing to contract for another rep, you don't know where your ceiling is. And if you don't know where your ceiling is, then how do you dictate RPE and your reps and reserves, right? Those numbers don't mean a thing. You're just sort of guessing at that point. And that's why, for me, I'm a fan of higher intensity training cycles and styles like HIIT or DC training or rest pause sets, because these styles force you to go to the wall. They take you to a point where you literally cannot do another rep, or at least another good rep, right? Failure kicks in, but that's where the body adapts, right? That's where you learn what failure feels like. And once you've built that awareness, then sure, you can go back to an RPE or a reps and reserves sort of style of training, right? But now it means something. Now, when you say, hey, I got 2 reps left in the tank, you actually know what that tank feels like when it's empty. And that's so critical. You're not leaving, hey, I got 2 reps left and it's actually 5 or 6, right? Because you've never learned to push hard enough to adapt. And honestly, this applies beyond lifting. Think about conditioning, think about business, think about your relationships. You don't grow until you hit that edge. Failure isn't the enemy, it's the compass. It shows you where your actual limits are. So here's my challenge to you right now. In your next training session, pick one exercise, just one, and take it all the way. Take it to failure. No stopping early, no guessing. Get a spot if you need to. Push it to the point where the weight pins you to the bench or to the squat hole or wherever, right? Or until at least the bar won't move. And that's the moment that you'll learn what real intensity feels like. That's awesome. So let's wrap it up here, right? You have right there 5 topics, 5 different angles, 5 things centered around what it means to stay accountable as a former athlete. Now, we talked about tools, we talked about motivation, productivity, recovery, training intensity, all those things. But here's the big takeaway: none of this is theory. These are real world things that you can apply right now from a strength coach that's been doing this for nearly 20 years. I'm giving you the secrets, I'm giving you the answers to the test, quite frankly. And I want you to try to apply them tonight, not tomorrow, not in a week, tonight, right now. I need you to apply those. So grab the right meal prep containers, buy them off Amazon. They're super cheap. Decide to save yourself. Don't wait for a hero. Stack your productive habits into your dead time, right? Block out the light, right? Maybe go out, look at the Mana Ray or the Mana sleep mask. And if not that one, a different one. You can find many of them, right? And then push your training to the edge so you finally know what real effort looks like. That is the blueprint. That is accountability. And I will see every single one of you guys on our next Q&A call. You can find it, right? We're going to go live Q&A this upcoming Thursday. I want to see you all there. Thank you. Take care. I'll see you guys next call.